Hello everybody, today is Wednesday the 10th of May and I'm about to go shopping with my dad. My mom doesn't feel good and also my sister who wanted to come along too is not coming, so it's just my dad and I today, and he is going to pick me up very soon and maybe I can film what I'm buying. We'll see about that. And yeah, that's that. And it is now 12:05. We left at 10 and 2 hours later, back from shopping. They did switch around a lot in the store, which is annoying to find the stuff, but in the end I think it's nicely new organized because they are also making a new department in there with glasses and hearing aids or something. But I don't like to have to look for the stuff. I didn't find the flour. And I saw that 2 home theme things are swapped, so and I thought I didn't film in there, but I thought I might just show you what I bought. And so it basically came back through the door. I have fed my cats, and yeah, so I'm just trying to unpack. I also have laundry today. And yeah, so and I got my mail. I don't know what's in there, so I'll be back soon. And this is all I bought for about 75 bucks. Awkward stuff first. Hygiene products for women and the bags to put the stuff in. Toothpaste for very sensitive teeth. They help with make it better. Also went in another store to get a charging cord for the iPad. I hope it's the right thing. I did get a new one just lately, but a very long one and very cheap, and it's very bad. So I hope this one charges quicker. Then I've got fresh cheese with garlic, and this brand, as you also see here, it's always the same branding. It's the Migros own mark brand. It's called Budget. Budget is for those who don't have that much money. Often it's quite big packages, or this one is just $1. If you buy something brandy, that would at least be double. So I like Budget a lot. Often it's the same quality or even better. Then I got a butter because I'm making a apple cake. That's why I also got the apples and the flour. Because on Sunday we're going home. Martina's birthday is on Monday, and there's also Mother's Day on Sunday. We put that together, and Mom wanted an apple cake. Here's fish. This is kind of like smoked, and I do love that on Brot. Brot und Fisch. Butter. Frischkäse. Ladekabel. Zahnpasta. Whatever. Äpfel, Mehl, Salatsauce, salad dressing. There was eine Aktion mit 2 für ein bisschen günstiger. 2 for a bit cheaper on sale. Da haben wir Herdöpfel, Gemüse, Herdöpfel, Plätzli. Vegetable potato things. Aktion, for a bit cheaper. Die sind fürs Mami, für den Muttertag. Trüffs. Da hat es, glaube ich, 4 Schöckeli drin, 4 Praline drin. Those are for Mom, for Mother's Day. I think there's 4 of those chocolates in there. Da haben wir Kohlräbli, 2. Don't know. Then I don't know, coffee. And then there's coffee. Das steht für Kaffeehex, für die Espresso-Maschine. Gemahlen. So this is for into the espresso maker. It is ground, I don't know. Dann haben wir da noch Zwieback. Zwieback nehme ich viel, wenn ich krank bin, mit Pfefferminztee. And here's Zwieback, double bake thingy, like toast melba stuff, which I eat when I'm sick with peppermint tea. And I dunk it in there. Abwaschmittel. Tisch soap. Und ganz viel Ramen. Oh, and a lot of ramen. Because I figured out, die da sind ja mega fein, wenn man es nicht kocht, sondern nur so als Snack isst. Und die sind auch mega fein. So, yeah, a lot of ramen, because I figured out that those are very, very good when you don't cook them and just eat the noodles like that. So it's a great snack, and those are delicious with things. Yeah. So, and then I start collecting the sauce, the little sachet thing. I can use that later for something. So, and that was my shopping, I think. Ta-da! So I have a cat here, and I think there's cat food left here. She wants to go outside. Because she eats everything, silly, and Mutsina doesn't. But the other one shouldn't eat everything. It's quite tricky. She eats a lot, but when I don't give her that much, then she loses weight a lot quickly too. Yeah, I just tried out the charging cord, and I have to say it was $20. Actually, it's not much more expensive than the last. It is quite long. It's 2 meters. I mean, the other one I have is about 5 meters. That's it, this blue one. But it's if I'm on it and charging it, it still loses chargement. This is quite thick. It's weirdly sticky, but it seems sturdy. And I hope it charges quicker. So far it doesn't. I just hope so. Otherwise, I don't know. It does take a little while to do that, but I hope there will be more already. I just wanted to say, don't save on those parts. Well, just go for the original thingy. I'm not sure that we. So that is that. I need to put my stuff aside, and then I might have another coffee for 2 already. It was very lovely with my dad, because it takes a while till he starts talking, because also he needs to think about things, and words don't come so easy to him. And when he is with all the wives, no, not all the wives, he has one wife, but all the women in the family, they are quicker in talking, and then he doesn't get to talk, because he gets interrupted, and then he has to start afresh, and then the topic has changed already. And so that's, yeah, it was nice. So he was talking a lot today, and it is an issue for him that he doesn't talk so much. I had the 2 at some point. With me it was because of medication, but I took some medication because I had a burnout in 2007. And then it started with figuring out what kind of medication would work. Because my mom also has depression and she takes medication, and that was the way to go. So we convinced my house doctor, family doctor, and then he gave me some antidepressants, which was too much, and there was a big odyssey, and it never worked. So we tried out things, and that was done in maybe 2008 or 9, 8 or 9, I don't know. When did it start? 7. That's not much later. And we always tried something new, and then there was one medication that made me quiet. I didn't know what to talk anymore. I didn't really notice it. I knew that it was awkward, that I didn't know what to talk about. And then at some point I stopped taking that, switched it. And then a friend told me that she's glad that I switched it because she noticed it too. And in retrospect, I would have been glad to have that input from my friend before. I don't know how I would have reacted if she had done that. Because it's also when you have a boyfriend and then afterwards people tell you, I didn't think that so well about it. And then you say, yeah, okay, should have told me. But before that, maybe you wouldn't have listened to that anyway. But that was the thing when I couldn't talk anymore. And that was a weird feeling then, and it takes a while to get over that. Just this, yeah, that you don't talk. And then I just wanted to go to, we still tried to switch medications. And in 2010, I took lithium. And I think that's when I put on 20 kilos. I also took Seroquel. So in the end, I put on 40 kilos with medication. And then, when was that? In 2016, I told somebody that, but I also don't take medication anymore. And then she said, oh, easy, then you can lose weight. And in the moment, I didn't realize that that's not true. It's only I don't put on more weight because I got rid of the medication. It's not that I'm losing it. To lose it, you have to do a bit more, but yeah. And I know exactly it's because of the medication. It's called Seroquel, which I took to sleep. Also had nightmares for years. I think it was the medication too, because I also heard from other people. And the next day that I didn't take it anymore, for one thing, I had retracting symptoms. For 2 or 3 months, I had itchiness all over my body. I scratched myself bloody. And I had to Google how are people who used to take heroin, how is the detoxification going? What's happening there? And it's Juckreiz, itchiness. You don't see that in the packaging. So that was the one thing, that was the retractions symptom. But also I had a package of cookies and I used to eat the whole package. And I had the whole package. I planned on eating the whole package because that's how it worked all the time. And I didn't. I only ate about 2 or something, and I don't remember how many it was. It was not half of the package. It was just very little. And in the end, I think a few months later, I threw out the pack of cookies. That's why I knew it was from the medication. Yeah. That is a few years ago. 9 years ago, I think. So I need to put the stuff away. I also wanted to mention, I do feel a bit more like my old self, because this is how I used to walk around. I was always very, very hot. In the morning when I got up, I was like this and went onto the balcony for a bit and didn't get sick right away. And the last 5 years, I had to cover up all the time, even in summer. And I really like it when my old self comes back a bit. Also, well, I miss myself a lot. And that was who I was also when growing up and in school. Everybody always said, hey, Nicole, aren't you cold? And I always said no, or I would put on those 5 jumpers I'm carrying around with me because I'm always prepared for the weather. And they were always cold because they had very thin jackets on and stuff. And I got very annoyed about that. But I went through that in growing up and I would like to stay the same. And now I have the opposite. When I was at the suitcase market, I had to cover up because I also had a little cold and I was in front of the window. And as soon as I would have taken something off, I would have gotten sick. And then I heard, aren't you hot? And I had to say, yeah, I have to wear it or I get sick. And I really don't like that because I'm not that way around. I will be the other way around, like, aren't you cold? So that's what I want back, not that thingy. So it's a bit better. And there was another thing I wanted to say something about. It's now quite a bit later, but I remember what it was, what I wanted to talk about. It's about glucose. I did listen to something and somebody talked about the sooner you eat sugary stuff and your body has a glucose spike, then this day will be with cravings for sweets and crappy stuff. And I can affirm to that, or that is true. I always thought that the sooner I eat breakfast, the sooner I'm hungry again. But there was just very rarely that I ate something in the morning when I was in the Kantonsschule. And there used to be a piece of cake I had. So there was a lot of sugar. And then I was very hungry by 12 and had to eat again. And if I hadn't had that, if I didn't eat before 12, I wasn't that hungry. I could have gone longer without eating. And I always thought it's just because I ate something, the sooner I want to eat something again. But it was very sugary and I had a glucose spike. I'm not correct about the terms, but it's how I remember that thing I watched. And this week I had, I think 2 days ago, I had a muesli for breakfast, a cereal thingy. And then I was not hungry anymore. I was not craving bad things, and it was easy to wait for the meals and stuff. And I would like to consider that to, and normally I eat bread with jam, and jam is also very sugary. So the first thing you eat should not be that sugary, and then you won't have that much of a cravings all day long. So I'm trying to eat more muesli in the morning, which is also very healthy. And it is also a Swiss tradition to have muesli. So I'm going to try that a bit more often. And it's very cool to know that. And because it makes it much easier to not eat that much crap. And that was that. And here's my fish on roast. And here's my cat. I like eating fish, but it's not easy. So let the fight begin. And good, mina. It's just brot and mayo, which I didn't even spread. And then the fish. And some lemon pepper. Okay. Hi. Also, I like to have my hair together when I eat. It's way easier. Another reason why I don't eat fish that often, even though I like it, especially that one, because my hands, they will smell like fish for a long time. Not just today, but tomorrow too. And yeah. That also reminds me of eating again all the time. As well as when I eat onions, like raw onions on things, then you have this aftertaste, and then I always want more. I love onions and garlic. And last time I told you about the Craft Roulette, and that was again last Friday, and I did film a bit, and this will come next. I do a little voiceover, and I just want to present it to you. Vorstellen. Yeah.
Welcome to Craft Roulette. You little chatterboxes are chattering away. Mr. Producer's in his place. Brandy's in her place. Welcome to all the new friends from Brandy Mayhem who are joining us the first time. So glad to have you join us for Craft Roulette. What is Craft Roulette, you ask? Well, we are the ultimate paper crafting card making game show challenge, and we're here almost every Friday night at 6:30 Central Daylight Time, leaving you a seat every single week. I am Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun, your intrepid hostess of Craft Roulette. That is my spoonophone. It was a prop, I will tell you right off. It was a prop to get me to just be able to talk on one of these crazy shows. Now they can't get me to shut up. But that's me. So,
what is Craft Roulette? Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. Each category has 24 possible options with a combined possibility of 331,776 unique projects. Whoa. Each week we bring on a special guest crafter to create along with us and share their unique take on the challenge. You can play too. Complete a unique project of your own using the same 4 parameters set in this episode. You'll have 48 hours to contribute by submitting pictures of your project through the submission form on craftroulette.live.
And the next short clip is shout outs to the ones who entered the first time, and also others who have 10 cards or 50 or just some special achievements. So that's the next clip. I got mentioned because I was a first timer.
Andrea from Switzerland.
Little dino.
With a little critter inside.
And then later on, they spun the wheel for this episode, and we had a matchbook card, colors, flowery field colors, and it had to have a bird and birds and wood grain. And I participated, and I finished I finished in the show time, and then I submitted my card, and it showed up in the last 2 minutes of the show, because when you enter your cards live, then it shows up. So I was very happy about that. Maybe I can film that too. Did not film that before. So, and I'm going to show you the card. I was very surprised I participated because it was at 2 in the morning and I didn't feel like it. But then I did something. I did even foil this thing. Wood grain matchbook. It's tiny, but I have those dies. It's a bit hard with one hand. So this is it. And I even switched on the flash. Okay. My little matchbook. You also see the flowery field colors are just in the birds and the items around. And then there are the birds and the wood grain matchbook. Yeah, so it is tiny. Yeah.
Did exactly right with our you know, I have
so
thought because I thought, well, I don't
3
want
minutes?
to get it out all the time. It's a nuisance. But just going ahead and cutting some things that I'm going to use a lot of, and
Absolutely, card bases, card front panels,
And there
those
we go.
specific sizes. You know, sometimes we can't get it exactly right with.
It just makes me so happy to see that. Also, they do spin for a price, and when I just see my name on the list, they're spinning through. It just makes me happy. So that was that. And I didn't think I would finish it in time. I mean, I was about to finish it in time, but also upload it on the thingy. Take a picture, edit it, and upload it. Good thing I was also a bit behind on the live stream. And yeah, finished in the last 3 minutes. Very happy about it. I think I'm about entry number 21. And there were again 250 entries. And the next time I won't be mentioned, I think, because I'm not a first timer anymore. So that's that. So, and now I need to go on with my laundry. I finished this vlog here. I thank you very much for watching and see you in the next one.